Ashley, it's great to see you.
Hi.
This topic, I'm so glad you're here today because we all have the dreaded junk drawer.
Yes, we do, right? It's sort of that that catch-all, you know, we're not sure what to do with it. We just stick it in the drawer. Company's coming over, we want to clean off the counter, and it goes, and we forget about it.
And then 2 months later, you open it up, and you're like, not today. But today we are tackling it. We basically have our 2 drawers. Where do we start when we open it?
First things first is you want to group things. So you just kind of want to take everything in it and then just start creating piles of the different things, right? So pictures in a pile, papers in a pile, pens in a pile.
You've done a great job of recreating a junk drawer because this is what we have at home. Pens, headphones, a tape measure.
Paint swatches. You and everyone else that I see, honestly.
I know. I know. It's for that project that we're going to get to one day.
Yes, exactly. And that's the big thing is the first thing you got to do is just decide to put it on your schedule, right? So just decide, I'm going to tackle it. I'm going to carve out some time on Saturday, and it's going to happen, right?
And it does. You feel so much better once you do tackle that one sort of looming over your head kind of a thing.
Every time I go through the junk drawer at our house, because we do have one in the kitchen, I find stuff that I can't believe I actually saved. A lot of what we find in our drawer can go straight into the recycle bin.
Right, exactly. And so that's honestly what a lot of this stuff is. A lot of it is maybe it's expired coupons, maybe it's notes that you don't actually need, right? And so they can just go right into the recycling bin. Things that you don't actually use, you just kind of stuck them in there because you weren't sure what to do with it, and then 6 months later, you decided you don't actually need it, right?
Look, I don't even have a dog, and I have a leash.
This isn't your junk drawer.
Oh, okay.
So do you have the pens over there?
Yeah, I have a ton of pens.
Okay, so we've got a couple pens too. And that's the other thing is a lot of times I see categories spread out among the different drawers. So the biggest thing, and actually all throughout the house, so the big thing in KonMari is we actually bring all the categories together.
Okay.
So even when you do the 2 junk drawers, you want to ask yourself, do I have stamps anywhere else? Do I have tape anywhere else? Do I have stationery anywhere else?
Yeah.
And can I bring all that stuff together so it has a home and we know exactly where it's supposed to live?
And that was when I first read Marie Kondo's book. That was sort of revolutionary for me because people don't realize just how much stuff they have. And if you store the same item in multiple places throughout your house, how would you ever know?
Exactly. So even in here, let's say we've got 3 pairs of scissors, and that's not excessive, but I've seen people with like 20 pairs of scissors, you know? But when you've got them all over the home, you just don't know what you have until you put it all together. So what we're going to do is put all the pens in one thing.
And so we're basically creating one, we're going to take all the things and put them in the right spot, right?
We're going to put them in the right spot. So we'll make this sort of like the stationary drawer. So we'll put maybe we'll put the pens, the scissors, the notepads over here.
Oh, and that's a picture of what it should look like on the screen. That's a huge improvement.
And here's our notepads.
Notepads, we can go ahead and slide those in there. And then it's just kind of a game of Tetris, right? Stuff that doesn't go in here is going to just go in the trash bin. Tiny little things like all those paper clips. You want to find a little receptacle for that.
What about stuff like mascara that I found in my drawer? That should go in the bathroom, right?
That would actually go in the bathroom, yeah. So anything that doesn't belong in the kitchen or in the, instead of calling it the junk drawer, we're going to call this the stationary drawer. We're going to call this maybe the hardware and electronics drawer. So why don't we put...
Oh, wait, so I should give you my pens then?
Yeah, give me the pens.
Oh, I see.
We're creating it,
So we want to kind of have these little categories. And then what happens is next time you find a random cord, you put it in the electronics drawer. Next time you find a pen, it goes with the pens, right? And then when you need it, you know exactly where it is.
And Ashley, as we're getting organized here, let's talk about what ends up sometimes on the counter, because a lot of people will have at their homes a drop zone. We're guilty of it, where sometimes mail ends up, or a wallet or keys. What if people have that problem in their house?
Yeah, so what I recommend is actually having a drop drawer. So let's say you have some designated space that you can actually empty your purse out into. So you can put your wallet in there, you can even leave your cell phone in there if you're kind of practicing maybe not having that on you all the time or trying to give yourself a little bit of a break. Hard thing to do, but still. Sunglasses can go in there just like that. Pocket knives, you know, I don't carry a pocket knife on me, but my husband does. But you want to have a place where you can like hang the keys, a place where you can dump change. Maybe you put some kind of receptacle on the counter, things like that, where you can let spare change if you're emptying your pockets. That's a lint roller.
Oh, this is a lint roller?
Yeah.
Oh, I have never seen one.
What I love about the drop drawer is it creates a habit too, because it allows you to put the things that you need every day, and you know exactly where you're going to find them.
Exactly, absolutely. And then in that way, and it also, if you change bags a lot, which I know a lot of people do, it gives everything a home without having to like dump a bag out and, you know, and kind of like have to go sifting through that.
Sometimes I have a abundance of paper. So whether that's, oh, it's something I got in the mail, or I need to make sure that I do this, where do I put that?
Bathroom.
Where does that go?
Okay, so the paper, what I love to do is, you see those folders over there by Derek? So I love to just have a folder that just becomes my inbox, right? So as things come in, what we can do is put the papers in that folder. So any extra things that we don't need to recycle, things that we actually need to do, we just let it collect kind of in that folder. And then when you have the time to deal with it, you go to that folder and you take care of your to-dos.
Okay, so it actually says due, or maybe there's a file one that you need to put with your taxes or something like that.
Exactly, yeah. So there's 3 folders over there, and one is a do folder, one is a refer folder, and the other one is a keep folder. So the do is anything you need to take action on.
I have some extra things. What about nail clippers and
bathroom?
chapstick?
That doesn't go up
bathroom
here.
stuff.
That goes in the bathroom.
And what about the photos of your cute kids?
So those are going to be in the sentimental category. So in KonMari, that's something we would do at the very end. But even those, I would create a designated space for photos, keepsakes, little art projects maybe that the kids have made for whatever thing.
And the junk drawer is not the place.
The junk drawer is not the place. You want to try to find a spot in the home where you can kind of keep all of that and then decide, are you going to treasure it? Are you going to display it? What are you going to do with it?
Chapstick. Now, I know we're just about out of time. What about this little zippy pouch? And the tape should go in the stationery drawer.
Stationery drawer for sure.
And that's kind of a random item.
Yeah, this is a random little thing. Again, you kind of have to decide, what do you want to do with this? Maybe you put spare change in it. Maybe you put, sometimes some gift cards can live in there.
Or
things
it's
like
not
that.
sparking joy. So I say we say thank you for your service.
Thank you for your
Thank you so much, non-joy sparking item.
Yes.
Now, the dreaded stack of papers, very quickly, how do we handle this? Because oftentimes this can be the problem. Receipts, or I don't know, what is this?
That looks like a lot of recycling to me.
Yeah, so some of that would go there. So if it's receipts, maybe to file.
Yep, if it's anything you need to file, you can put it in the keep folder. If it's anything you kind of need to look at. If
Kids'
it's
artwork.
Yeah, either sentimental or, you know, when they're not looking.
Looks like trash to me. No, I'm kidding. I'm totally
Oh my gosh.
I'm totally kidding. I have never thrown away a piece of my niece's artwork.
I know.
It's in a folder at home.
You're a better person than I am.
Me too. I just threw away a bunch yesterday. But celebrate the small steps. Celebrate when you clean out the junk drawers.
The special ones we keep, you know, so that's the other thing. The ones that spark joy, maybe we hold on to treasure later. And then some of them we can say, that was really cute.
You can say, that was cute, I'll take a picture, and then bye-bye.
Exactly.
By the way, organizing is so great because look at all the space we've created in this drawer. I'm not sure you can see it at home, but half the drawer is empty now.
Now you can fill it back up. I'm just kidding, Ashley. 6 months, you're going to do it again. No, I'm your best client.
That's right.
That's usually what happens in my world.
Stick with it.
I know. It looks great, and I love the celebrating the little successes that we do in cleaning up, for sure. For more organizing and decluttering tips, visit our website, HoustonLife.tv. Thank you for your service.
You're so welcome.
Thank you. You bring us joy, Ashley.
You do, every time.
Thank you, guys. See you next time.
We'll be right back.